Here we go. Eliezer Kubanza versus Salamat Orozakunov. Eliezer Kubanza is a phenom of a mixed martial artist from the Democratic Republic of Congo and will now have to deal with a major step up in competition in the MMA world. In a fight that could determine the future of the super welterweight division, African superstar Eliezer Kubanza will take on promotional newcomer and former Kyrgyz Special Forces member Salamat Orozakunov. Kubanza gained attention with back-to-back first-round finishes in BRAV CF85 2023, both spectacular in their own ways. First, a head kick KO on his debut, and then a brutal right hook while moving backwards and finishing off with hammer fists. Although he was scheduled to fight at BRAV CF82 in Mauritius, his bout was cancelled at the last minute. Now Kubanza returns at BRAV CF85 in Pakistan, more motivated than ever. He has expressed a desire to face Lahore and eventually fight for the super welterweight title. But first, he must prove himself against Salamat Orozakunov. Salamat Orozakunov has the chance to halt Kubanza's ascent and position himself as a contender in the super welterweight division. Renowned for his finishing skills, Orozakunov comes into the fight off a first-round stoppage victory. With his extensive combat experience outside of MMA, Orozakunov is expected to be one of the toughest challenges Kubanza has faced to date. Given both fighters' finishing capabilities, this fight is unlikely to go the distance. Seen as the most feared man in BRAV CF, King Kong Kubanza is 5-0 and will fight Salamat Orozakunov with a record of 5-1-0, a man with a similar experience to Kubanza, thus making him a perfect test for Eliezer. But at BRAV CF, there are no easy fights, and if you're good enough, then you will face the top of the heat very soon. And Kubanza is eager to take this opportunity and show to the world that he's not just hype and that he can hang with the elite of the division. As for Salamat, this bout will mark his debut into the braver CF arena. Kubanza has been training in Bali, and his eyes are set on eventually fighting Lahore, which he hopes will propel him to fight for the super welterweight title. But before he can make these dream matchups happen, he needs to show Brave Nation and the MMA world that he's indeed ready to take on more world-class opponents. While Salamat is fighting out of Universal Bishkek City, Kyrgyzstan, and has fought for other promotions like Octagon League, One Championship, UAE Warriors, just to name a few, and his longest win streak have been 4, and also he is a member of the Kyrgyz Special Forces. And outside of that, he has had plenty of competition experience in other sports, which might give him an edge in experience against Eliezer Kubanza, who has fought primarily in MMA, albeit with a large amateur experience. Talking about experience, Kubanza started his career from a very tender age and has gone through the IMAF system and is a 2-time IMAF gold medalist and has 33 wins in amateur kickboxing for Kubanza to win this fight. Considering that he has never been submitted in his pro career, he will need to use strength and heavy hands to bully his opponent, implement a variety of striking attacks, and finally look for the early finish. His opponent Salamat will need to circle and avoid in-range fighting, try and drag the fight to later rounds, and try to implement a wrestling-based game plan in order to put Kubanza to sleep. Tell us in the comments section who you think will come out victorious in this exciting bout in Pakistan.